There you go.
Give me a tempo.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Free little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Oh, oh, oh. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Free little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, yeah. Every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing.
Excellent. That was great. Fabulous. You know, I guess it's probably true to say that Bob Marley had the greatest effect. He did more for reggae than any artist in the world. Is that an honest comment, you think?
Yeah, it's a combination. It's a combination.
I mean,
He
Tosh
was,
did
yeah, he's, the rest of the Wailers too, they did their thing.
Yeah.
Peter Tosh, it's like ice cream, take your flavor. But
Yeah.
Bob was a little more of a chosen word, but we cannot cut short of the European forces behind reggae.
No, yeah.
Guys like Peter Gabriel,
Chris Blackwell.
For example, when they asked Clapton to cover it, I Shot the Sheriff.
That was open it up, right?
That was a major move with Chris Blackwell, and the European forces really did a lot with reggae. Then North America followed, but we can't fall short of
Yeah,
that.
the funny thing is when people heard the Clapton song and they thought, what a great song, and then they heard the Marley and say, well, this guy just ripped off Clapton.
Remember that?
You know?
Where'd that come from?
It's dumb white guys, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's true, though. They did. I
very
mean,
true.
people thought and you're right.
It's true.
I never looked
It's
at
true.
it in that way.
It's true.
What Eric Clapton did
True.
for to introduce
The
Marley.
Chris Blackwell and the European forces before North America, but it all came together, but we can't fall short of that. And then Rolling Stone, look at the time
The
when
cover Rolling Stone.
covered
75.
that Temptation, Don't Look Back, Peter Tosh with Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I really, and that's why I'm so happy for Jesse with what's happening in Europe. The European forces, I'm not saying the rest of the world or North America, but they were really ahead of the game, and they really helped to make reggae what it is today.
I'd have to say, still to this day,
Yeah,
they're the ones pushing it forward.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, the advent of subgenres like dubstep,
Yeah.
which when I started going over in Europe in 2007, I think it was already on the radar, but it took basically until this year to hit it big was Skrillex, who's the big one. But I mean, this has been going on for years in Europe, even like dance music, all this guy.
Which parts of Europe?
Western Europe, I mean, UK is still a dominant force, putting, especially with dance, electronica, drum and bass, dubstep. They're the guys who are kind of creating this, and then every country kind of puts their own brand on it. Like even reggae, there's the French style reggae. You can tell it's reggae, and there's usually an accordion involved. You know, they love that, or a melodica or something. You know, and you kind of go, they all kind of develop their own identity of their interpretation of reggae, which is kind of what I've been doing my whole life, and a lot of us out there. But it all comes back to, you know, Bob and the other guys who started it.
Yeah, and what got you into reggae? How did this all happen? Was it through your dad?
It's actually these two people right here, my father and Pablo. You know, it was my dad being involved with reggae through Pablo for years, and it was actually what kind of was the decisive moment was when I got the album King Tubby Meets the Rockers Uptown from Pablo. He said, check this out. I'd never heard dub. Didn't know who King Tubby was. I put this on, and it was one of those albums that was pivotal and blew my mind. And I said after that, I want to play dub, and that was it. And that's why I went with Dubmatix and kind of the progression here. But I've been influenced by both these guys my whole life.
We go back to 1973 in this.
Well, I think
Playing clubs.
you and your son go back.
A little, well, only by 2 years.
Yeah, but me and Pablo played together, played reggae, and we were doing shows and stuff, and you know, with clubs and stuff. But we do the Christmas show back in '73, and all the stars, the old Lord Tonamo, Yellow Man, Jackie Me Too, all would come up, and you'd have these big parties and stuff and concerts. And
Yeah, I remember rehearsing with Bill when Jesse was about 2 years old. And I would be playing Jesse's drum set. It was a little kid drum set. And in rehearsal. And about 1977, somewhere in there, I lent Jesse this King Tubby album. And about 5 years ago, he said, it's time for you to have this back.
Well,
He gave me back the album along with my drum set that I had.
Which I had for 16 years.
If I may say one thing here,
Sure you may.
one good thing that Canada now has stepped up on the world stage with making reggae because of people like Dubmatix, Jesse, and Pablo with us now being involved with our own recording studio. But the world is looking to Canada now for lovers rock reggae, which is great news. The quality of reggae that's coming out of Canada right now as we speak, it's something to be happy about.
Good stuff.
So pay attention.
I am paying attention. But we have to take a break. We're back with more, and we'll be joined as well by Gavin Hope. So more fun, merriment, and great music.